Hello everyone, welcome to another video of RASA. So today we are going to discuss about various files of the RASA project. So these are the files that we are going to discuss, that is zenlu.yml, rules, stories, config, credentials, domain endpoints. So before that, I would like to tell that what is the YML. So it is a markup language files where it is like a human readable format, so human can read and understand the files, and it is also taken into a code to all the other pre-processing things. So start with the first file, that is nlu.yml. Here we can see the which version of RASA that we are using. So currently we are using 3.1 version. So it is the latest version of the RASA, and before that the earlier versions has some different conventions like nlu.md file. So the function is similar. There are little bit changes that you can read from the documentation part if you using the older version. So we have started this series with the new version only. So we will start with the first, that is the intent and example. So what is this NLU? NLU is nothing but the natural language understanding. So this NLU is used for the training our data. So we can say that this is our training data that we are going to give our model, and our model will understand the data, and according to it, it will perform it. So first is the intent thing. So what is the intent? So intent is nothing but just say that these are the various sentences, and that all these sentences have one motive, that they want to greet someone. So the intent is nothing but it is a short form of all these sentences. We can say like that. So first one is hey, hello, hi. So what they want to say, that they want to actually greet to another person. So that was the first intent. So what is the next intent? Goodbye. So there are various ways one can say goodbye. That see you, goodbye, can see you later, good night, bye, something like that. So these all sentences wanted to direct to aim that they want to say that goodbye. So similar, there is one more intent, that is affirm. There is one more intent, deny. There is one more intent, mood great. There are various intent one can create. We will also create the intent and example based on our needs. Currently we are only going to see how the structure of this RASA, so we can easily understand and develop various new things. So next file is rules.yml. I will take this file a little bit later in the custom action video, because it needs some it is a similar as a name suggests, it is a rules type file. So we will cover it in action, so you can understand easily. So this is the story file. In a stories file is what? So there are various stories, like every person has chatting with another person style has a different. So one person can start his chatting with directly saying hi, hello. One person directly ask the issue, or one person directly say goodbye. Anything can possible. So we have to create various types of the stories, and with stories we will perform the action. Suppose there is a first is the happy path story. So we will say that this is the happy path story, and what are the step included in that story is that the first is the let's suppose that a user says that hi. So what is the high's intent is that is a greet intent. So it will detect the intent is a greet. So according to the intent, it will perform some action. So action will be stored into domain.yml file. We will get back there in little bit time. And another intent that user get use that mood greet. Okay, so there is already one intent, there is mood greet here. You can see this one. So that is mood great. Yeah, so this is the mood great. The user says that perfect, great, amazing. So that this intent has matched, and on based on this intent it will use the some action, that is utter happy or utter unhappy. So this is the same thing, that is sad path one. So the first user has simple story that he says hi, then intent will say utter great, then he said I am good, the intent will take the action, that is utter happy. So similarly there is one more path. So before going to the another path, let me jump to the domain.yml file, so you will get clear. So here also we can see the version, and we have to also mention the intents that we have trained our in NLU dot, or the intents that we have mentioned in the NLU file. So this is the responses that we are going to display the user in our chatbot field. So this is the utter greet that displays the hey, how are you? Okay, so how, let's say the first intent is the stories.yml. So here we can say that happy path. So first is user says that hi. So the action is like hi, I am action is like utter greet. So utter greet will what will do utter greet? It will go in the domain.yml and it will print this state. Hey, how are you? This is a utter greet. After that, the then intent is a mood greet. So domain will take that intent, and based on that intent it will perform the action utter happy. So utter happy is means what? It will print great, carry on. So we have to create this type of the intents and stories and the responses based on our various stories, we can say that. So this is the domain.yml file. So rules.yml we will see little bit later. So config.yml also, so I will just give the overview, not in detail, because then this need also diet architectures knowledge and all these things. We will cover all these things in the later session, later details. So I am just giving the introduction of how the RASA's basic things work. So this is the recipe that they have used is the default.v1. So this is the pipeline they have used for current training this model. So this is the pipeline they have used. We will explain this pipeline in later session. Also, there is a domain.yml file that we have already taken. This is the endpoints which is used for the action, custom action, servers and models, anything. And these are the credentials for connecting to our chatbot to the various things like Facebook, Slack, Socket.io, etc. So first we try with the simple thing. So we'll start with our bot and type, let's suppose, so we have to first go in our project directory cd sample, then we will type a command rasa shell. So what it will do, it will activate the chatbot that we have trained earlier. So it will take a little bit time. After that it will start its terminal. Okay, so it has loaded this model that is in this folder, that is a model folder that we have studied trained on our previous video. So this is model is loaded, and based on that model this chatbot is going to conversations to start the conversation. So let's type hi. So it will say hello, how are you? So I will say this time I'm not feeling good. So it will say that great, carry on. Okay, if I say I am not fine, let's say it will say here is something to cheer up, did that help you? Yes. So we will say that affirm and great, carry on. Yeah, and if you want to stop the on this chatbot, just press /stop. It will stop, it will kill the server and it will stop the chatbot. So now we will add some analyzed data. So we will create our intent. So let's suppose there is a intent is info about RASA. So we can say RASA info. Okay, and we will define the example such as what is RASA. Okay, next we can define what is the use of RASA. Also we can define what are the RASA is RASA is developed under, developed by whom, etc. So just say these are the three examples that we have provided. Okay, so in the stories we will create one more story that will define that will be a story. So we will say that this is the story about the RASA info story. Okay, and in the steps we will say that first intent will be, suppose the intent that we got is the this one that we have created in this RASA info. We detected that RASA info is the intent that user has typed. So what will be the action? We will say that utter RASA info. So this is the utter is the for the defining the action. So we will go in a domain.yml file, and in responses we will add one more action, that is utter RASA info. Okay, and in that we will add text. So we will say that RASA is a open source software which is used for conversational AI development. Okay, so that is our utter RASA info. So what are the other things we have to add? This is the intent that we have described. We have to add here as well. So we will add that intent, that is RASA info. Okay, so this is the info we have added. This is our story we have added. Okay, and everything is fine. Okay, so we will train our model. So we will type a command RASA train. So it will start training new model with a new name. So it will start that it will take a little bit time. Okay, so the training got completed and our model is saved with this name in our model folder, that is the latest one. Okay, so we will start again our RASA shell to check is our model performing as we expected. Okay, so our bot has started. So we will say hi. So it will take the default path, that is the greeting. Hey, how are you? So I will say I am fine. So it will say that great, carry on. So now I will ask what is RASA directly. So it will say that RASA is open source software which is used for conversation AI development. It means that we have created our story successfully and it is working fine. So I will say last thank you, or you can just say anything. It will response as nothing, because we have not defined the for the thank you part. So we will define and create more advanced stories and more advanced RASA chatbot in coming session. So to stop this, type the /stop. It will kill the server and it will stop it. So this is all about today's lecture. So in coming lectures we are going to discuss more about the custom action, custom stories, and how to create our advanced bots and other things in the later part of this playlist. Thank you for here. Bye.